Hello everyone, Nathan here, and welcome to Project Discovery presented by Collective Shift. This is our weekly recap of the best projects in crypto and NFTs that our research team found. We do this Project Discovery video 5 days a week for our pro members over at collectiveshift.io, so head over to the platform for more information. The projects that we are looking at today will be in the description below and time-stamped. No time to lose, let's get right into it. First up today, from last week, is AuroraSwap. This is a DEX, a decentralized exchange, over on the Aurora chain, which is on the Near protocol. So Aurora lives on Near, and Aurora is EVM compatible or Ethereum virtual machine compatible. Therefore, this DEX we will be able to connect to with MetaMask. Here it is, the DEX that shine brightest, they say. They have their BRL token. Looks like it's still pretty early days. Won't connect the wallet right now. We just want to get a basic little quick look at the application. We have trading, swapping, of course, because they are an exchange. Limited number of tokens here. And then also coming soon are farms and liquidity pools as well. They also have some documentation in here as well. Hopefully that clicks. There it is. AuroraSwap, the decentralized exchange on Aurora chain. So it's based on Uniswap's constant product automated market maker, or AMM. So based off of most likely probably Uniswap v2, which a lot of other DEXs copy. Here is their roadmap, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, full DEX functionality. Then afterwards, they want to do NFT marketplace, lending and borrowing, leverage trading, all that good stuff. So first up today with AuroraSwap over on Aurora. Next up is ERCRarity. Here we have an NFT analytics platform. We're able to look up different collections. Let's have a look at Forgotten. Oh, actually, no, let's not look up the Forgotten Rune Wizard's Cult. Let's just look up Cool Cats. So if we click into Cool Cats, you can see it's got a decent little, very good user interface and user experience for us. The collection, the items, the owners, the floor price, volume traded. We can come in and click into each of the NFTs, see the rarity traits based on their metadata and how many of within the collection have that trait. So very clean application here for ERCRarity if you don't have a place to go and look at NFT collections. What are pug friends? Yes, they look like pug friends. So that's ERCRarity, providing us a place to look at analytics on NFT collections and also rarity statistics for NFT collections on Ethereum. Moving on to a few DAOs found last week. First off is a meme DAO called the Spell Inu DAO. Community meme token to passively increase your spell token rewards. They're over at spellinu, what was that, .com. They're a magical token with a DAO multi-sig treasury. They're staking the spell token to get S-Spell or Wrap Spell, and they're going to airdrop that to the holders of the Spell Inu token. So we could buy Spell Inu now. We could see the treasury. They're trying to be Spell plus Shiba Inu plus OHM all into one. So we've got a community meme coin here based around abracadabra.money and the MIM token, the Magic Internet Money. Looks like we can get Spell Inu over on Uniswap v2, v3, one of the two. So we have a meme token for the spell community, abracadabra.money. Next one, we had Noname DAO. Here is a fork of Nouns DAO on Polygon. Nouns DAO releases one pixelated NFT per day, every day forever. And similarly, Noname does the same thing. They're community owned and operated. And as you can see here, we are auctioning off no-name NFTs, which are these little cats, pixelated cats. And they're going for, anywhere from about 100 Polygon, 100 Matic, excuse me, all the way to like 500 Matic. So we're looking at $500, $1,000. And this is the first I've seen of a Nouns fork, or pretty much, I won't say any NFT collection on Polygon. There are NFT collections on Polygon. This is the first Nouns fork that I've seen on another blockchain. And they're doing the same thing. They're releasing one no-name every day forever. So an experimental community that aims to build a new method for investors and founders to collaborate. So pretty cool. They're actually going for lower than I thought they'd be. And I know it's a fork, so the intellectual capital moat around forks is a lot smaller than your actual innovator or the creator of the new innovation, which in this case would be Noname DAO. But still, fun find. And if you're on Polygon and you want to be involved in a DAO, Noname could be one for you. Moving on to Debt DAO. Debt DAO is simple, they say. Bringing debt to DAOs. They have a Discord. They have a website. Pretty simple website. I'm going to give these guys a follow. Debt for DAOs. DAOs sell tokens when they need funds, and they say that's a bad idea. Don't sell your tokens if you're a DAO. The solution is accessible debt for DAOs of all sizes, and this goes back to financing in traditional companies. If we were to raise a traditional business or start a traditional startup in the past, you would either raise equity capital or debt capital. Equity capital is more expensive. You give up more of the ownership of the business, and there's a higher potential return for the investors. Whereas debt capital is a lot cheaper, very fixed, known rate of return, and obviously a lot safer. So this is giving DAOs access. Instead of giving away equity capital, they're going to go and now give away debt capital. Well, not give away, but they're going to accrue debt capital or debt based on their DAO's capital. They're working with a few people, Kiba, William, Saganati, and Bob, who looks like they're worked at Index Coop in the past, which is nice. So looks like they have a 4-person experienced team. So that's Debt DAO. DAOs do need debt. One that popped up last week that made a bit of a splash was Web3 University, our next one. This is a platform to learn Web3. They have courses. It's a little bit of a university. The reason it made a splash is because of its partners. Its partners include A16Z, Arbitrum, BuildSpace. BuildSpace is getting big. OpenSea, Optimism Flow, Pantera. So some really, really quality partners there to make this thing have a bit of a splash when it was announced earlier this week. So they're covering the fundamentals of Web3 development, from writing Solidity to minting NFTs to building full-stack dApps, bringing you resources from the best of the blockchain. This is right up our alley. If you're watching this, legend. Really love you, thank you. But also, this is the kind of stuff that we like. We want to go that extra yard, find out some tech. In this case, this would be technical knowledge for us. So we can hello smart contract, interact with the smart contract, interact with the smart contract on the front end, which is key. And they've also got some other guides in here. Intro to NFTs, intro to smart contracts, intro to blockchain, some good stuff in here. Let's do the NFT run real quick. There we go. Nice little article. Oh, cool. It looks like it's just a continuous stream of consciousness that we can go, almost. But quite a few articles there, obviously, for Web3 University, teaching us technical blockchain development and also non-technical blockchain development as well. Moving on to Karma. Karma is a reputation system for DAO contributors, and if you're watching this still, you've probably seen this video before. When we talk about social media at the moment in crypto and Web3 at the moment, I'm looking at more as it's social graphing. We're socially graphing wallets, the individuals or people who have those wallets, and the communities, the NFTs, the tokens they own, the communities they're a part of. And it's really graphing the ecosystem at the moment rather than you messaging to me and me messaging to you. So this is a place for DAO members to showcase their contributions to this point that I was just saying. Karma aggregates all your DAO activity, helps you showcase your contributions, and build up a reputation. So it's for DAO developers, for marketers, for analysts. We could get early access, which I believe I did put in my email. Yes, I did fill out that. And I think that's about it, actually. Yes, unfortunately, that's it. They joined Twitter in October 2021, so not too long ago. There we go. And there's M. Murphy. MV Murphy is the founder of Show Karma. Previously worked at Next Gen Golf, acquired by PGA of America. And they're looking for a 2-week project for a designer. So it looks like they're building. Nice. Building over Christmas too. Good job, you Murphy. Or good on you, Murphy. Moving on to Meme DAO. Meme DAO is building the front page of Web3, but on Matic, and obviously with a meme valuation proposition. Here it is. Decentralized meme economy coming soon. So someone's going to get this right, in my opinion. A marketplace for memes, or a place other than OpenSea to go and trade meme coins, meme tokens, meme organizations, and pretty much everything meme-fi, trade memes as well. So we have Noname DAO coming soon. They just joined in October. Here's Farmer Mo. They're about to launch on the Avalanche blockchain. And their community of weed farming monarchy preparing to launch a rocket into space. And pretty cool little custom website. Here's their little teaser video, their intro video. We've just launched the rocket into space. The rocket's going to crash, unfortunately, crash back down to Earth, and then that's where we start with our farmers, and we're going to have to build a little society based around the weed token. So this is probably the second or third organization that we've seen based on yielding marijuana. So it's a very early days concept, but there is this, well, let's see if we can continue. Where is the, don't know if there's a to be continued or a button to get off that. So let me come back here. We'll watch this story really quickly, but we have seen a few different businesses trying to yield marijuana, and I don't quite actually know what that means yet, but we've had 2 or 3 organizations, and I won't call it a theme yet or a trend, but wanted to note it that we have seen it. Now we can also check out their info space. They aim to be a cannabis yielding protocol on Avalanche. They're going to gamify an Olympic fork, so they're going to have bonding and DeFi 2.0 mechanisms. And they're just going to have their own Mo token as well. They're also building a metaverse called Green Farm, a deserted island in which the farmers find themselves stranded after the rocket ship crash that we just saw. So we're based around farmers, the weed token, and the Mo token here for Farmer Mo. Moving on to Boutique, DeFi meets NFTs, still on Avalanche. And Boutique is getting a loan by using your NFTs as collateral. So we have an NFT lending and borrowing organization. We could borrow. We could lend. Lending by putting your NFT as collateral is just the beginning. So they're going to be building more things around NFTs and DeFi for Avalanche. And now the only problem, well, first off, they're showing Ethereum-based NFTs right here. So wondering if they're going to be able to bridge over NFTs and then use them as collateral, because a lot of the NFTs on Avalanche, in my opinion, don't have a large enough value to be used as collateral. You know, you don't want to borrow money on a $5,000 asset. You want to borrow money on a $250,000 asset or larger. So who knows? We'll see what happens here and what NFTs they actually use, because we have DeFi meets NFTs on Avalanche, but it looks like they're about 12 months early. So found this one. It's definitely a theme. All of our NFTs, the rare ones, the expensive ones, going to be able to be used as collaterals, going to be accepted at banks, in my opinion. Just a matter of time. Next up, LNQ. LNQ is a bit of a stealth organization building the wearable internet. They introduced themselves on December 22nd last week at thewearableinternet.com. They're following 3 people. Idris Sandhu, who is a founder at Spatial Labs, a digital architect, and then also Abel Paul George, who's also at Spatial Labs, and Mohammed. Mohammed just started his Twitter account. No, actually, excuse me. Mohammed started his Twitter account in Feb 2011, but hasn't tweeted ever. And now he's back, and he's got 13,000 followers pretty darn quickly based around LNQ. Maybe not based around LNQ, because LNQ only has 678, but I digress. Idris and Mohammed are both pretty well known. Probably Abel George is too. They're building the wearable internet. We've got 24 days until we're launching, so it looks like we're launching at the end of January. And we could join the waitlist if we wanted to. And that's LNQ, stealth at the moment. Moving on to Cask Protocol. This is recurring payments for Web3. One of the holy grails, in my opinion, of Web3 development is accounting, operational, human resources, payment software. That all-in-one suite of tools that replaces SAP, which is payment processing and human resources software, and and salary software here. So looking for that organization. Hopefully, in my hope is that it's not a Web2 organization like Square that just bridges over and now becomes the Web3 provider, who is just a Web2 transition company. I'm really hoping we have a young entrepreneur who comes out and builds a better operating platform specifically for DAOs that isn't attached to Web2. I really hope for that. That's my little rant. But here is Cask, the recurring payments protocol for Web3. We all need this. All the DAOs in the world, all the NFT collections. A non-custodial protocol for managing recurring payment agreements or subscriptions between a consumer and a provider, in addition to generating yield on the held funds. So, adding to my rant, subscription as a service, SaaS businesses, one of the most popular business model out of Silicon Valley, out of San Francisco over the last 10 years. It's the bread and butter playbook for all of your tech startups. How does a SaaS business change once we use a token and the token gives you more ownership or more access and more rights than just paying a monthly subscription? How does composability change subscription as a service to token as a service, or, well, not token as a service, but subscription as a service plus token on the end? And that's where we're going to get to, in my opinion. And Cask is building the operational software around it. So very, very excited for the organizations, and a lot of execution risk with these ones where they could build a wonderful platform that's just maybe doesn't solve the right solutions right now. And someone else could build something that's less nice but solves the right subject. So it'll be that nice intersection of world-class user experience and then solving the immediate problems of DAOs and Web3 businesses. As you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about that one. Here's another example. rollfi. Seamlessly pay your team in cash and crypto. Teams want to be paid in crypto. Maybe not yet because of the volatility, but they will in the future. And they're building rollfi, payroll and HR platform for the modern workforce. Give your employees the power to choose exactly how and where they want to get paid. This is one other thing that comes to my mind is we shouldn't be getting paid every 2 weeks. You know, in 10 years, I'm going to demand from my employer that I get paid daily. I'm doing this work today. I should have a paycheck at the end of the day because the payment rails are so much easier than in Web 2. But I digress. Living in the future there. Let's bring it back to the present. rollfi is pre-launch, and they're going to be building HR and payroll services for crypto businesses. Moving on to Mocked. Mocked is stealth, and what we know about them is they're an open source Web3 design system. The reason I wanted to mention them is just because the importance of really, really good designers, really, really good product people that we need over in Web3 and we need over in crypto, in my opinion. The user experience is rough, it's complicated, and it's just everyone's doing the best they can in a very nascent industry. But I think organizations like Mocked and others will bring a lot of professionalism to the industry. Here's Token Homes, two organizations based on real estate this week. Token Homes is providing free bed and breakfasts forever at $1 million homes around the world to NFT owners. You can check out their website. They're based out of Miami, Florida. What I'm calling a tokenized Airbnb, they're calling an NFT bed and breakfast. Here, if we go down, here's a sample of the inaugural 100 homes. So we're going to have 100 homes. I believe we're going to have 10,000 NFTs. Honolulu, Miami, Denver, Los Angeles, great places. If we wanted to learn more about the NFTs, and actually let's also go to OpenSea. The NFTs are going to be launching, when was this? I think Jan 1st or some... Sorry, I don't have the actual date that they're launching, but they're going to release them in small batches. The initial sale date is TBD with an initial price of around $1,000. The price will increase by $500 for every 100 that are sold. And if we have 10,000 that are sold, eventually the final 100 are going to be sold at around 50 grand each. So because we're early, we have the opportunity, if the mathematics plays out and the NFT tokenomics plays out, we'll be buying an asset at $50 or $1,000 when someone in the future will be buying their entry price for $50,000 to stay at these 100 homes. So that's the opportunity. Ooh, we have more NFTs now. Last week when we found these, we only had one NFT. We had the Token Home inaugural #1 token. It was listed. I was very tempted to buy this, really tempted. It was listed by Token Homes 6 days ago for 0.25 ETH, and then they cancelled it because I don't think anyone bid. But you could have been, we still can we be? I don't know if we can be the first NFT token holder. I don't think any of these are actually for sale at the moment. If I press buy now, yes. So they've listed the first 11, but 10, but we aren't able to purchase them at the moment, unfortunately. So very, very cool concept. An NFT bed and breakfast, a tokenized Airbnb. Buy an NFT now. Stay at Airbnbs and stay at those homes that are connected to the NFTs forever. So really, really interesting to see who gets the economics of this correct. The other one is Swix DAO. Swix is a community-led global property ecosystem. You can become a Swixie, which is SWIX. Their website, to be honest, wasn't great. I went straight to documentation. If you go up to docs in the top left-hand corner, they're a community-led property ecosystem. That's what they want to do. The Swix DAO is sustained by its own algorithmic digital currency. So they're somewhat of an OHM fork. They do want to have a digital reserve currency, just like Olympus DAO. In this case, their algorithmic digital currency is itself backed by a treasury of reserve assets, Ethereum, Swix, OHM, and RFV assets, which looks like stablecoins, DAI and USDC. So the Swix platform's users receive best-in-class properties, uniquely curated experience, Swix native rate, if you wanted to stay at those properties, I assume, monetary rewards. Very cool. So we've got, I think they have physical property as well. Yeah, so we're disrupting home ownership. We're creating a DAO. We're incorporating Olympus DAO or DeFi 2.0 bonding mechanisms, and coming together to be a global property ecosystem. Here's RugGlueFinance. This is a day zero decentralized audit platform that deters teams from pulling the rug or rugging us. So we're giving investors or confidence to investors. Here is RugGlue. Cool website. They're doing decentralized audits. We could have info for developers. We could also have info for projects as well and get info about that. We could apply as a developer or as an auditor. We could also apply as a project. So we need a lot more audit platforms, and what we even more need is auditing standards. Just like we have token standards for ERC20, ERC721s, fungible and non-fungible tokens, so too do we need smart contract standards. And I'm no dev, so I'm sure there are plenty of smart contract standards out there. I think we need some auditing standards that live on top of those to say what is best practice, and what do professional accountants and auditors say is best practice, or at least, yes. So that is RugGlueFinance. And I believe that might seal the deal today and end it for us. So Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays. Thank you to anyone that got this far. Really appreciate you being here. We do these videos 5 days a week for our pro members over at the Collective Shift platform. So head over there, and we'll be back at it next week. Bye for now.